Surely you haven't come all the way out here just to watch me. I'm not that handsome.
Looks like 650. What was that pencil?
That's a vendor bid.
No 740, we're going to get their next offer. If it's not 740, we're going to let them go.
Did you hear that? You're going to need a bigger sticker. That's actually a statistically above average sticker.
Alright, look at that. So this is the west gate now. And there is so much traffic. Even backed up. They're not letting them up anymore. Backed up all the way through the west gate, and on my side it's also backed up as well. This is good. Insane traffic.
That's awesome. Good morning, how are you?
Thank you.
Ian, good to meet you. How do you guys feel about the property?
Look, we're not really here to buy today, but we will probably buy something.
Hello, the whole team.
Brajesh.
Brajesh, Ian, very good to meet you. Yashu, we've met just, let's do it again. Funny.
How are you?
I'm good.
Looking sharp as always, mate. You
you
reverse
too.
aging or what?
I don't know, it's a
It's in the
blessing and a
genes, I
curse.
know, right?
It's a blessing and a curse. I always look a bit too young. Nobody takes me seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team at Top Realtors, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us for what I'm sure will be a wonderful auction. Mind where we start. Happy to start it off at any opening figure. 580. Very nice, $580,000. Let's go on $10,000 rises on top of 590. 590 now, welcome to the auction. Good luck to your buyer. Two bidders fighting it out. Let's go straight to 600 now. The hand for me, 610 and good bid. That's $610,000. You're gonna give me the bid anyways, may as well do so quickly. Put pressure and show strength back out that way. 615, I'll take it and move it from there. 615 now, we've got 620 now and quickly. 620, that was your bid by the way. You could have given me that and now he's taking it away. I thought I was doing you a favor. Yes, 25. Yeah. Now we're done. Oh, geez. Worked that hard just for a no. What do I do from here? Vineet, I think a really good time to take a pause, by the way, and I'll come back to you shortly to resume the auction. Thank you very much. 620. 620. Still too far. So a couple of things that we can do. We can go to our buyer at Adelaide, okay, and ask him if he wants to go to a certain price. What that price is doesn't matter, but say for example we go to 630, okay, we ask him to put a $10,000 bid against himself, and then if he gives us that bid, we announce the property on the market. So it's your call, that's our options here, otherwise we're passing the property in and we start the negotiation process. What do you think? Because look, I think 630 is a doable price with the guy on the phone, because right now he's thinking, the other guy's out, there's no more point bidding. 630 is a reasonable jump, but you can tell me whatever number you're comfortable with, because if we get that bid, we need to be on the market straight away. You might not even get that guy to bid against himself. So I'm just saying, if we go out there, we need your okay at 635 or whatever number you give me. But I think if we go to 640, it's too much. 640? All right, well, I'm gonna ask him for 640, otherwise we'll pass the property in, okay? Sounds good. Alrighty, we got some instructions for your buyer on the phone. Do you want me to talk to the buyer?
Yes.
Hey mate, how are you? This is the auctioneer here.
Yes, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Ah, beautiful. Give me 2 seconds. I'm the auctioneer, by the way. My name's Ian, and I've just gone inside to speak to the. Hello, how are you? I've just gone inside to speak to the owners, and they wanted me to pass on instructions to you, what they've told me to tell you. If you'd like to increase your offer to 640, I'll check with you. We're going to announce the property on the market and sell to you, okay?
No problem, but just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Will it is
Yeah, if you'd like to increase your offer, that's the offer that the vendors have given you.
Sorry, 1 second.
Hello, how are you?
Mate,
Yeah. All right, well, I mean, Vineet's obviously had a conversation with you. I'm just about to start the auction again, but we've got the other buyer on the phone. I just relayed the same information. I thought it'd be good to do the same thing with you. Take some time to think about it. I'll restart the auction, announce it publicly, okay? And if you'd like to put your hand up 640, or even above 620, you can at least be the one to negotiate. Plain and simple instructions from here is to pass the property in and start negotiations, whether it's out with Rahul's buyer on the phone out in Adelaide or also out here. 625 the bid. Yes? It's very hard to tell what you're thinking here because you want to bid but you don't want to bid. Come on, one more. Just one more. Test the bid. We're going to sell. It doesn't matter whether it's this way or that way. Last opportunity, yes or no, in or out? 630. Oh. 630. I worked very, very hard for that, but in the lead and in the box seat now. What do we say? We passed the property in? Sorry, 2,500? All right, let's take it. Another 2,500 on top.
All done, and bloody hell, that was a long one, but we are off to the next one. Usually the negotiation part of things comes back down to the agents themselves, but I find that whatever I can do to help out, I'm going to do it. I stuck around for quite some time, and even though it was a very grueling negotiation, not one single extra dollar came out of it. So all it tells me is that we reached the limits. All in all, a good sign. I find that that's a very respectable thing to do, bid to your maximum. If the vendors cannot accept that beyond that, that really just shows that they're not willing to come down to the market. We're about $7,500 from that. So highest offer was $632,500, which, you know, as much as the owner wants to say, yes, I've come down from 650 down to 640, I can't come down any lower. The buyers are coming up from 610, 620, which is where they're seeing value, to go all the way to 632,500. They've got no more to offer after that. There's no reason to offer that. And, you know, if you're the highest bidder, I said this from the very start, there's no reason for the highest bidder to accept more. It doesn't necessarily buy you the property, because it really is about more of a gesture of symbolism to say, yes, in good faith, I'm willing to do business. I want to buy the property. That's how deals get done. You know, if nobody's willing to start things off, whether you're a buyer or a seller, showing that you're willing to move is the game plan here. All right, guys. Well, I've got a lot of time in between my auction this morning and the one that's coming up. I'm just about to head out that way now, but you know, it's been 33 vlogs, and I'm a little bit behind. I don't know which vlog this one's going to be, but I'm a bit behind with the editing. I'm getting there. Things are just getting more busy. A lot more things are coming my way, which is, you know, a blessing. I love it. So a couple of things that are happening in the background that's taking up a lot of time away from these vlogs is coaching. A lot of people in Melbourne are wanting to call their own auctions. It's quite a bit of a trend for listing agents to be the ones that's the auctioneer. So I've picked up quite a few clients who want to do training with me to learn the craft of being an auctioneer. I've got quite a lot of agencies that are moving from private sale into running auction campaigns as their main way of selling properties, and it's great timing to do that because of all the economic environments at the moment. We're looking at rate cuts that are coming through, the election. We've got policy promises of being able to use your super up until, at least in Melbourne, around about $950,000. So that's just going to bring more people into the market. The thing that I've been working quite a lot on is a lot of my own self-development as I go. So developing my business as well as improving on my overall ability to run an auction. And I've been doing a lot of vocal coaching because I want to be able to better project my voice, use it more efficiently, and protect my voice as well. So I don't want to be losing my voice. It really is an asset for me, and I've been working with a vocal coach called Rebecca. She's been doing fantastic work. We've had 4 sessions together so far, and it's really cutting things down all the way to the basics, to how I pronounce my words, how I produce the air, how I breathe. And I love that stuff because it's given me a lot more confidence to speak more clearly, more concisely, present a lot better as well. And I'm only just scratching the surface. I love this stuff. I'm going to look for more opportunities to invest in myself. So at the same time that I'm doing a lot more teaching, a lot more presenting and sharing my knowledge, I'm also going out there and seeking to be even better myself. And that learning journey never stops. Business development wise is really, there's just too much stuff going on. managing my social media, managing my marketing, my prospecting, getting new clients on board, diversifying my services. Integrating AI is a big one as well. I've been playing around with a lot of AI tools, and managing that all has been quite difficult. So vlogs are coming more on a 2 weekly basis, and I hope you guys are okay with that, because I'm trying to actually get more content together where you get to see auctions over 2 weekends instead of one. And these are all some of the things that I'm doing, and at the same time I'm trying to look after myself as well, not overworking myself. My day, I thought it'd be good to pop the camera down before I head off to the next one, give you guys a bit of an update. Probably the first time that I've talked to you guys directly in this kind of a way. So let me know if that's interesting to hear, like what's going on outside of the auction day. Otherwise, we're about to head into 27 Trefoil Street in Ferntree Gully, next to the Knox Park new athletics area. So we're going to go over there and check out the property. It was sold to this owner in 2023. Very much hoping for a good result. We're never going to know until we get there. Expecting 2 to 3 people there. Not sure about their budget and where they're going to bid up to, but certainly hope that it takes us to the reserve price and above. Let's head out to Ferntree Gully, this Trefoil Street property, and see how we go. Hello, how's it going? Not too bad, can't complain.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team at Area Specialist Nexus, thank you very much for joining us here for what I'm sure will be a stunning auction here. And welcome to the auction of number 27 Trefoil Street in the lovely suburb of Ferntree Gully. To all of our, for the opening bidder, the first bid is always the hardest, but with a bottle of wine like that makes it a little bit easier. 900, very, very reasonable start there. Let's go in, $20,000 rise on top. Our second call at 943 bidders now joining in. Let's go straight to 960 if you will. 950 out this way and 60. I can see that you want to bid. Let's just do it now and get it over and done with, hey? At $950,000, let's go straight to 960. He's going to smaller and smaller increments now at 950 now at 960 and 70. You know what? Let's take the 5. 65. 70 and straight back. I told you should have done the 10. Another 5. You had it in you all along at 75. 980 now, $980,000, and let's go get some instructions. At 980, let's go 85, and a fourth bidder joining in now at 908, 990 straight back at 95, and it's on the market and selling. No better bidder offer at $990,000. We have new owners out this way now. 95 and good bid. Let's go straight to $1 million. Rip the band-aid magic at $1.5 million now for the first call at $1.5 million. Needs to know. Second call at $1.5 million. Third and final time, we all done. I don't think I've even checked in with some of these people over here. You guys in it? At $1.5 million, we're selling. No better bidder offer over here. What about you guys holding the brochure? And over here? Yeah. Anybody? Come on, a huge crowd. Back with our opening bidder at $1.5 million. We sell. No better bidder offer. Hope you're enjoying the show then. Very nice and comfy. At $1.5 million. One last opportunity, and thank you very much for your patience here, Rishi. Unless we get one last bid. Now we're sure. I've confirmed everybody is absolutely out. So once you're telling me you're out, one more time, we're done. $1.6 million. $1.10 million. Oh, that's a good bid. $1.10 million. At $1.20 million. 21. No, we're done. Come on, you tried your hand. What happens if the next one does it? They could be out. If you could hear the sigh that I heard, you'd bid again. 22, good bid. 22, and that's how you do it quickly. 23. Let's show some strength now. That's 25 and straight back at 26. 26 straight back at $1.26 million now.
Go straight to your iPad.
Uni, we're done. We're selling.
I'll show you how to do
selling.
it.
Welcome to our new neighbours. Round of applause. We are sold. Congratulations.
Not only an auctioneer, but also a photographer. Man of many talents. Rishi, did you hear that? You're going to need a bigger sticker. I know exactly where you're coming from. That's actually a statistically above average sticker.
Because I'm going to be starting to put bigger boats.
Beautiful. All right, well, I'm going to duck off. I'm going to let you guys soak in your victory.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one, okay? Congratulations again.
Thank you.
congratulations again, okay? See you later, have a good one. All right, see you, Rishi. Oh man, you're doing very well. You're doing very well.
Thanks for staying around.
No, of course, you booked me on the either early, actually usually the afternoon, and yeah, look, when I can, I stick around and help out. This morning I had one that sold prior, so I stuck around and helped with the negotiations for quite some time. That one sold. So, you know, anything that I can do to help out. Yeah, exactly.
Easy, buddy. I'll see you
Really,
around.
congrats again for today. Well done.
This morning for today's auction and welcome you to the auction of number 12 to 22 Gavin Street in the lovely suburb of Manor Lane. So the first bid is always the hardest, ladies and gentlemen. Where do we want to start from here? Surely you haven't come all the way out here just to watch me. I'm not that handsome. Looks like it at this stage. I'm going to start things off with a vendor bid at $1,400,000, very light on. No, at this point in time, a very reasonable price point, especially for 6 units on a block. I'm going to move things along with another vendor bid at $1,450,000 from here. I'm going to place another vendor bid at $1,500,000. No further bidding from here. I think it's plain and simple. We are going to be wrapping the auction up. Just confirming we're all done. We're going to be wrapping up the auction here. Thank you very much. We're all done here as well. Thank you very much. Just confirming, sir. See you out there next to the letterboxes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team at Nguyen Real Estate, we formally passed the property in on a vendor bid at $1,500,000. We thank you very much for joining us and we look forward to updating you with a sold result very shortly. Please do stick around. We're going to be here for the next 5 to 10 minutes to answer any questions or take any offers from here. But otherwise, thank you very much for coming today. As much as we can do. Tough crowd today.
We eventually contract of sales. A lot of them miss out the previous auction.
Yeah.
Interested.
And they didn't come today.
Yeah, but normally people maybe they want to negotiate.
Yeah,
Could
private
come
sale.
second time. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, I can tell they're interested. They just want to see how the auction goes.
Yeah, I mean, good. Yeah.
All right, well,
All right. No, I think in.
Not much.
See you next week.
Yep.
It's good. Good to see you come back.
yeah. All right, well, good luck with all of this. Do you have much on for the rest of the day?
Yeah. Now we come back. And it's heading to Melton.
Yes.
Heading back to Kusai before open.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hey boss,
Hello,
can
hello.
help this Chinese fella to get the property. He wants to buy for 500.
500, how are you? Come on in. Do you have any questions about how auctions work?
Yeah, just tell me something, anything about it. I don't know anything.
Anything? Look, really just be the highest bidder. That's really all that you need to do.
So for example, if I bid and I'm like, okay, this guy got it. What happens after that?
So if it's announced on the market, which means that the reserve price, owner
has to
sets,
accept it.
correct, owner sets the reserve price, which is the minimum price. If it hits the reserve price,
Is that open to us or
no.
Right?
So not open
That's
to you.
open to you guys.
Correct, so they will let us know. And then if it meets the reserve price, then it means that you purchased a home. If it doesn't meet the reserve price and you're the highest bidder, you'll come inside, we'll let you know the reserve price.
All right.
So regardless of what you do, whether it meets the reserve price or not, you need to be the highest bidder.
Do you want more people to bid?
Correct.
That's good for the owner.
Really, it's good.
If there are only,
Doesn't matter if it meets the reserve price, yeah.
If there are only, okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If it meets the reserve price, then it doesn't matter how many people bid. You have to be the highest bidder. Correct. So you'll come inside either way. And if you're not the highest bidder, you decide you don't want to bid and you want to hang around, then the person who's the highest bidder will come inside. You can't make any more offers. So again, you have to be the highest bidder.
How long does the bidding go for?
As long as there's bids. Yeah, so if there's no more bids, then we wrap it up. We'll just invite the highest bidder inside. If you don't want to bid, then we'll see you afterwards. So most likely it sells to the person that comes inside. If you want to be that person, you've just got to be the highest bidder.
You have to be the highest bidder and you should have met the reserve price.
So if that happens, then you don't come inside, it just sells.
Okay.
if it doesn't hit the reserve price. So Ian will announce what.
So if I say it's on the market and it's selling, then that means there's no more negotiations, you buy the property.
What's the price?
But you don't need to overcomplicate it. A lot of,
Why is there a camera?
oh, I put it on social media.
Oh, social media.
Yeah.
Your social media?
Yeah,
Instagram.
correct. So Instagram, YouTube, those kinds of things.
Nice.
Yep. Hello. You must be Abdullah.
Abdullah, yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
So we've got like two bidders who've registered, so almost 4 registered, only 2 show up.
Yep.
One is over the phone. I don't know if he's going to bid or he's going to observe. So we'll see. So let's say maybe we can count him as 3.
Yep.
That's what we have. This guy, he came today, he's seen the property is there since the inspection, this Chinese guy, and he's trying to say to the buyer, don't listen to these agents because they work for the owner.
So we'll see how it goes. Again, like we said, if it's good, if it's competitive, that's when it's better to put the property on the market earlier. If there's not many bidding, yeah, you're going to be there. Just pass it in, we negotiate. Yeah, it's too big of a drive, isn't it?
Baron will be there.
Yeah, I'll see them there.
Put up today. I haven't been in this area in ages. I've been in Manor Lakes the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
few months.
yeah. You were saying that even last time when we had, what was it, Crossdale?
Yeah, that was the last time.
Yeah.
That was the last.
I was there as well. All right, let's get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the whole team at Reliance Manor Lakes, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us here today for this beautiful auction here at 32 Bamaral Way, and welcome you to today's auction. Now, of course, we've got Bilal and Anna here, so if you do have any questions about the property, need any support with your bidding endeavors, make sure to flag down one of the team there. $600,000, very fair and reasonably bid out to the right-hand side. $620 if you like. He's shaking his head. I'm going to take the $5,000 bid if you don't mind. Is that still on the table there? 25. Bilal, let's take a quick pause. We'll get some instructions from inside. Hopefully some good news out this way, but we'll come back very shortly. Thank you. 630.
30 is the max. It's unconditional, obviously, but
Wouldn't.
It's like maybe
Yeah.
you put the vendor bid.
Yeah, we
and
can
then
go vendor bid 6.
We have to just pass it.
Yep. Again, we're not really getting strong bidding or anything like that. Everybody seems like they've indicated their route.
Quite strong. I know his budget, but he's saying I came across from one auction in Traganina. That property got sold for 650. I don't see the value. His bid was 625. Yeah, this happens. Right?
Correct.
But right now it's not that opportunity. If it would be closed,
Yeah, look, it's not the moment where you say it's on the market or anything like that. It's but Bilal's more leaning towards spending a bit more on more time on the property.
We still got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and anticipation. If we lost a group, the highest bidder from there will come inside to negotiate from here. One last opportunity, we wrap up the auction. Plain and simple instructions from here. What do you say, sir? Last opportunity? 31, we'll do 5.
$1,000 is a difference.
It does make a difference, but I'm not going to accept it from here. Need to be a 5 as a bare minimum. Otherwise, we simply pass things in out this way. 35, we'll see you in. At $630,000, holding the highest bid. And by the way, I'll give you the same courtesy in respect of a $5,000 minimum out back that way. Your choice. $630,000, current bid stands, need to be 5. Not taking anything less than that. If the property's on the market, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to be placing a vendor bid at $650,000, and that concludes our auction here. Well done to our highest bidder out this way. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations, brother. Talk to these guys from here. Nobody else can make an offer at this stage, so if there's something that...
You mentioned 650, what was that?
That's a vendor bid.
So doesn't want to sell below 650? Or?
That's the instructions from the vendor. Place a bid at that point and we'll wrap up the auction.
You would have put a bid of 650, anybody else put a bid, property would have been sold?
No. So that's a vendor bid. We'd go back and seek some instructions. If we announce the property on the market, then it sells. All right, guys, so passed the property in, negotiated. We were just talking to the other guys. They're not really coming up much further than that. The other Chinese guys wanted to put a $1,000 bid, which is more of a smart-ass kind of thing. I just told him, go away. Because even if he's the one that comes inside, he's not going to really want to offer more anyways. So there's not really too much of a point entertaining those kinds of things. Pretty much from here it goes back to a private sale. So officially the auction passes in at $650,000 because we've placed a vendor bid. From there, it goes back to a private sale, so you can discuss with Bilal what your pricing. All right, hello, how's it going? Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
We're going to go to 700. One last opportunity here. We wrap up the auction. Milan, work those magic words. Second call, that's $695,000. He's giving me one of this. Third and final time, all done, finished, absolutely silent. We're sure we're calling it quits from here. You're all done. Thank you very much. We formally passed the property in. Good news here. Let's give our highest bidders a round of applause at $695,000. We formally passed the property in. We'll come inside and negotiate from there. But otherwise, everybody else, please enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Thank you.
After a property which is like 2 or 3 years old, that's the reason actually I ended up on that property.
How are we going, by the way? I just wanted to go back out and give the owners a bit of an update.
Yeah.
Swastika, what's your thoughts so far? They're still talking, which is good. We're just trying to get them to come to a figure that they're happy with. So again, they're very strong in their price and things like that. But we both know that it's a very good offer that you guys have made. So just trying to get them down to a number first. 30, okay? But really it's down to you. You've got a really good opportunity here. But again, if you want to stick to your numbers, we're going to have to let these buyers go. And they're very good buyers, mind you. Well, that's what we're trying to pin them to. Again, like when you work with people, it's not always as straightforward as this number, that number. There's a lot of other things that we don't know about, whether it's their own financial situation, and that's for without any kind of counter offer from you here, okay? If you're sticking to 740, we're gonna let them know 740, we're gonna get their next offer. If it's not 740, we're gonna let them go.
And the settlement as well. Try to understand the holding cost of keeping this property as well.
Give me a sec, sorry.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to wait for Milan to come back through. We're really trying to get you a counter offer so you know exactly where you stand. In the meantime, I think just hold tight. There's no need to present a better offer just yet.
Okay, thanks.
I've actually got to duck off to the next auction, so I'm going to let Milan and Varun take care of the rest of it. All right, it's very lovely to meet you guys. All the best.
The return of your own money, trust me. Trust me, actually, we will be regretting it later.
All right, John, look, I've got to head off. I've just spoken to these guys again. A very, very strong offer from these guys. It might be quite some time before you see another one like this, especially without conditions. So as long as that's something that you're comfortable with, that's the decision we're going to go down, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Stick to whatever.
Yeah, of course. I came back Friday morning. I was very rushed. Hello, Ali. Have a quick look through. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Let's go! At $2,950,000, we wrap things up from here. Second call at $2,950,000. Third, final time, and good luck to you out this way. At $2,950,000, we're all done, Ali. Just confirming one last opportunity before we wrap things up. Happy to make it a 2-horse race. What do we say? That's more discussion than I've seen in the entire crowd here. Need to know, we're wrapping things up. What would you like to do? All done. You guys keep talking. We're sure we're not going to jump in, even for $3 million. You're just having a look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much for your attendance here. We formally passed the property in at $2,950,000. Highest bidder out this way. Let's give her a round of applause, and we hope to update you with a sold result very shortly. Thank you so much.
So that auction ended up with barely any bids. We had one active bidder who ended up coming inside to do that negotiation. Being the highest bidder, they have exclusive rights to negotiate with the vendor's reserve price. They ended up coming up closer to the $3 million mark, which is still not enough for our vendor at this stage. So we let them go. And you saw another family considering bidding during the auction, and they ended up coming inside to negotiate after the highest bidder left, and their offer was actually closer to that 3.1 million mark, although wasn't within the ballpark of where the owners would accept. It just goes to show that some people come to an auction waiting for the property to pass in and then start to make their interest known and put their best foot forward for negotiation. Jumping ahead of myself a little bit, eventually this property ended up getting taken offline for a little bit to allow the listing to breathe and relist. They ended up going back to auction again. It ended up selling one day before the auction for a really great price of 3.2 million. So a really well run campaign, a lot of difficulties in terms of securing buyers and really extracting the best out of the marketplace. But you can see the strategy ended up working. They ran an auction, negotiated well afterwards, and then did it again and managed to find another buyer and exceeded the result of the first auction by quite a fair bit, and happy owners, I can tell you that. So if you're really enjoying this content, by the way, I would really appreciate if you could let me know, give me that feedback by subscribing, or even commenting down below what you do and you don't like. I've been hearing feedback from people who speak to me and meet me at my auctions to say that the camera on my chest and moving around is quite dizzying through the video, so I'm going to be working on that. I've got a couple of ideas in mind on how I can improve that, so you might see a couple of changes to the vlog, but let me know what you're liking, what you're not liking, what you want to know more about, what you want to see more about in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much, and see you there.